The referee says play on. And this is Onga Fabrice Ngwesi. And Ngwesi beats that Nigerian defender neat and clear. Tries to find Franchel Imbara. The Nigerians are even finding it difficult to control simple passes. This is very sad indeed. Ofaga Mimile centers it, but goalkeeper Ocheje Moses Ocheje sends a high one out. Number 14 jersey, his name is Loparimi Stevie, puts it out. A Congolese player is down. That is the most dangerous man in the Congolese side. His name is Onga Fabrice Ngwesi. Ngwesi Ondama Fabrice. He's been attended today. That was an incident of the ball. Akim, the Nigerians have decided now to bring in what actually some observers here have regarded as the first team in the attacking lineup of the Flying Eagles in this competition.
Well, wait and see. We've seen this substitution in a couple of matches, and of course you can actually predict what Coach Godwin is going to do, because he has limited options, and that we have seen again. But for the first time we are seeing the two Ballas playing together, and we have we still have a long of time to actually see what they can do. And we have Zaki. He too is the right element, one of the guys that have scored these 6 goals Nigeria have scored so far, and that is why I said probably that is what the individual brilliance the coach is looking towards to. But I think they must have to play a little bit as a team and add an individual brilliance. They can still silence this crowd, but to do that they have to play football.
Well, they will have to play football. That is what the rule requires. They will have to play to be able to score, like the total football preached by the famous European coaches from the Netherlands. They will tell you that the opponents can only do something to you if they have the ball. So for any team to be able to be effective, to make a mark in this game, they will have to, as much as possible, keep possession of the ball. Now again, the Flying Eagles in possession of the ball, tries to launch an attack there. The Ballas and the Sakis, and this is Okadi Blessing, a chance for the Flying Eagles. Oh my God, that was the wrong place to fall, definitely. But it is the Congolese now turning that defense into attack. Ibarra Franchel has changed position, and a very, very harsh tackle there from that Nigerian player against his opponent. That was actually number 6 jersey for Nigeria, Nemeka Anyanwu. I don't know if he's been yellow carded, but 2 players are down. It is only through a replay or a slow motion that we're able to see what happened. That was an off the ball incident. Oh my God! Anyanwu was punched in the face by a player of Congo, and Anyanwu decided to retaliate. So if we are seeing a red card here, we will not be surprised at all. I must quickly report that. We saw it in the replay. Anyanwu was punched in the face first by a player. It is a yellow card. It is a yellow card to Anyanwu. I think the referee was just being lenient there. It is a yellow card. That was the kind of ugly incident that gave Clifford Mulenga a red card in the semi-final between Congo and Zambia. Players must learn not to retaliate even when they are seriously upended by their opponents. Well, Nemeka Anyanwu is lucky to have gotten away with a yellow card there, but quite surprisingly, the player who started it all did not get any warning. Ocheje Moses sends a high one out, returned easily as usual by the Congolese. And now this is Nigeria attacking, and the Nigerians playing some brilliant football there. The 2 Ballas and of course Emmanuel Saki getting into the thick of it. A chance for the Flying Eagles. Akim Akindele was saying a while ago that the two ballers are playing together up front, and of course adding Saki to that, adding Emmanuel Saki to that seemed to have energized the Nigerian forward line.
Yes, we've seen the brilliance that they were talking about, and just like you said, they have to hold on to the ball, create some passes, and of course these passes will enable them to create chances, and let's see what they can do from there. It's not too bad now for them, but that is not to say that this is the best team Nigeria can assemble at this competition.
Well, but quite unfortunately, Akim coaches want to feed their best team, and if this is what the coach is featuring in this match, then perhaps that is by his own estimation, Nigeria's best. This is Onga Ondama Fabrice. Finds Miguel Filakembo. Filakembo brings it down to Olfaga. Some very brilliant play. Oyewale Muideen is beating, and that was going to find Olfaga with a bicycle kick. And even when they are almost tapping on the Nigerian there, the Congolese are refusing to observe fair play, and now the referee is drawing their attention to the Nigerian player. That was some very brilliant play by the Congolese there. The fullbacks have all been players who have been improvised for the two positions. The two traditional fullbacks, Sadiq Suraj is not playing in the right fullback today, and Eche Jilewa is not playing the left fullback. The two improvisations have been a very big problem for Nigeria's defense, Hakim.
And that is why the likes of Ibarra Franchel is getting a good time. You saw how he left the ball there for the on-running fullback. But I think that's the problem here. Oyewale Muideen was just an improvisation there. And of course, Odebe Frederick too has been too tentative, especially looking at that first goal. And since he got the first goal, the mistake actually came from his position of play. He has lost that confidence we saw in him when he came in to replace a player in the semi-final tie against Gambia.
Well, the minutes are gradually taken away. It's the flying Eagles, no goal, and of course 1 goal to Congo Brazzaville. The Nigerians too are not wanting to observe any fair play rule there, because the Congolese did not, until the referee had to stop play. This is the Apamba Rufin, goalkeeper of Congo. Puts a long one into Nigeria's vital area, but it is Brown Ayodeji who has it back to Nigeria's goalkeeper, and of course Nigeria is launching another attacking foray. This is Bala Joseph. He has Merek Bikesta to contend with, and this is Owelo Solomon. The Nigerians are meandering in the vital area of the Congolese, and a clearance puts it out finally, but it is not over yet. That's what the Nigerians are saying. They are attacking ceaselessly. Merek Kesta heads it out, and now it is Ndinga. Ndinga settles down into the midfield, tries to put a very intelligent pass to the left flank for his overlapping left full back, Loparimis TV. Nigeria gets the better of that. And this is Onjola, number 4. Onjola finds Ndinga. Ibarra Franchel is taking a run from the near side, but goalkeeper Cheje Moses reads that very intelligently and throws a long one to Muideen Oyewale. And now this is to Odebe Frederick. Odebe Frederick puts it into the forward line of the Flying Eagles, but Merek B. Kesta and Mbani Ndorian in the central defense of Congo, I must say, are doing a very wonderful job for their country here. Africa comes to Congo Brazzaville. The entire stadium is on its feet. The Congolese cannot believe that they are on their way to winning their very first African competition ever as host.
Well, probably they don't believe it, and they are waiting for it. The time is ticking away. They are counting with the referee, and don't forget that soon they will be whistling for the referee to stop the match, because they want to go on celebrating. Don't forget that they do the semi-final. Even in celebration, we know how many cars windscreens were broken in Port Nua. So we don't know what will happen here if security is not alert, even if eventually they win.
Well, I want to report that there were very many serious emotional problems spilling into violence after Congo beat Zambia in the semi-final. So many cars were destroyed, all in the name of celebration. And of course, that seemed to have put the security operatives here on very serious alert. Of course, there's many inside the field of play as they are outside. A substitution comes to Congo Brazzaville. Number 2, Kombo Melo Yan Harris is gone in. Well, you can understand the tactical approach if you are a keen football follower. Number 2, Jesse Kombo Melo Yan Harris is gone in. And if you remove an attacking midfielder for a defender, then you can begin to read into the tactics. And this is the Flying Eagles of Nigeria now, moving very intelligently. That Nigerian player has been stopped, and referee Kachem Beneshaw is right on the spot, on top of it, and a free kick. A very young referee indeed, reminds me in looks of goalkeeper Dida of AC Milan and of course Brazil. This is a young man, Kachem Beneshaw from Tunisia, a young FIFA graded referee taking over from his father, who was one of Africa's earliest FIFA graded referees from Tunisia, Ali Beneshaw. The free kick is coming to the Flying Eagles of Nigeria, and this could be very dangerous for the Congolese. Almost every Nigerian has crossed the center line, and this is Saki Emmanuel. Cannons off the head of the defense, and the throw-in comes to Nigeria. Suraj Sadiq. Takes a long throw-in into the vital area, chance for Nigeria. And goalkeeper Loparimi was finally upended there by a Nigerian player. Expectedly, a free kick goes to Congo. Oh, actually number 18 jersey for Nigeria, Ayodeji Brown. It was from that long throw. I thought I saw some handball there, and Ayodeji did go in trying for a header. I did not quite see any violent contact between the two players there, or you think the Congolese are just trying to waste as much time as possible?
Of course, that's what we saw. There was nothing wrong with that. There was nothing wrong. He lost the ball, and the referee have given the goalkeeper the advantage. But just to calm down and to suppress the kind of pressure the Nigerians are putting in. I must say here that we've seen some flashes of attack from the Nigerians. But something keeps telling me that they must also have to watch their back line, because Ibarra Francesco is still lurking somewhere there.
Well, a free kick comes to Congo Brazzaville. Coach Godwin, who are there in a very pensive mood. And some distractions there, where the referee is asking that the ball be placed properly. And I think goalkeeper Diapamba Rufin gets a yellow card for deliberate time wasting. This referee is showing all concern that he is very much on top of it. Rufin Diapamba gets a yellow card for deliberate time wasting. The Nigerians return that, and it is a throw-in to Nigeria. Number 14 jersey Loparimi's TV headed that one into touch, and Stevie Loparimi is contending with the Nigerian there, but the referee says play on, and the Congolese are switching it straight into attack. This is Oyewole Muhyiddin finds Odebe Frederick. The fans are singing away here in expectation, and Merek B. Kester and of course Mbani, very, very strong in the central defense of Congo Brazzaville. Sadiq Suraj. And this could be a chance for the Flying Eagles. A header posted down, trying to motivate Emmanuel Saki. But Emmanuel Saki has been accused of pushing there. So many dignitaries are here from the government of the country. The service chief, the constituted corps of the National Assembly, the Senate, the Defense Corps, they're all here. The president is here with his wife. And this could be Congo's finest moment as far as international football is concerned. They're hosting this competition for the very first time. And they're on the verge of also winning it for the first time. And Nigeria moves through Joseph Bala. And this is a chance for the Flying Eagles. And Saki, Emmanuel was almost making hay. He didn't see that too well. And so the Flying Eagles are still holding on to the ball. This is Emmanuel Saki. Emmanuel Saki gives the pass away rather uncharacteristically. And now the Congolese are taking over through Ndinga, number 8. Ndinga trying to motivate Ngwesi Ondama Fabrice. But it is Ayodeji Brown. The minutes are ticking away. The Congolese look like being on the verge of winning their very first competition here in Africa. And the fans are expecting it. The Nigerian player is down. Oyewole Muideen. He's been stretched seriously in this game. Kim is telling me that he saw an elbow from Ibarra Franchel, an off-the-ball incident which has not been reported. And meanwhile, Congo is about to make another substitution in a moment or so. Ukagoso Emeja Chirel will be coming in. He's been quite enterprising in the starting lineup, but for the first time he was not in the starting lineup today. Ukagoso Chirel is replacing Ondama Fabrice Ngwesi. Meanwhile, Muideen Oyewole has been stretched out of the field of play. Just as Nigeria is also attempting what could be their last substitution in this game. We're gradually inching towards the end of this game. And the referee has just been shown some little added time. Just 1 goal to Congo and no goal to Nigeria. And the coach Udansky there urging the fans to support his team. And Nigeria clears that now from danger. And this is Ibarra Franchel again, a very dangerous player indeed. Controls intelligently, but that cross, his last touch actually again let him down. Nigeria's number 11 is Saliu Mohammed. And the player is replacing is Oyewole Muideen. Nigeria has just a few minutes to redeem, to either lose their cup or redeem their image. And now this is Congo moving very brilliantly on the far side. The Congolese still holding on to the ball very tenaciously. That is Ndinga, number 8. The Congolese are enjoying themselves, holding on to the ball as much as possible. And this is Nkagoso Emeja just coming in. He's been pulled down, and a yellow card to Emmanuel Saki. A yellow card to Saki Emmanuel. You can hear the ovation from the fans. They are very, very close to Phila Kembo, number 10 jersey. They're very close to winning the African Youth Championship. They do not even want to play. They're holding onto the ball as much as possible. And this is understandable. They do not want the ball in play. We have just a few minutes more to go. The minutes are gradually ticking away. Nigeria is on the verge of losing its Africa Under-20 title. Though Nigeria has gotten a World Cup ticket from this competition, well, it's been a lot of pressure defending the wonderful work of Coach Samson Siasia 2 years ago in the Republic of Benin at the African Championship, and of course at the World Cup finals in the Netherlands, where they got a silver. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now into added time, and that is the final whistle. Ladies and gentlemen, you can understand why the nation will go into a rapture at this very moment. You can understand why the security will have problem in controlling the crowd in this game. You can understand why Congo will go on celebrating for the next 2 years or thereabout, because they have just won their very first trophy here in the nation of Africa. Akim today, the Nigerians have been beaten, and what we saw in the match against Gambia, this was to be expected.
Well, to so many Nigerians here, especially pragmatic Nigerians who analyze from the positive point of view, we knew that the Nigerian team will have problems here. And of course, many people have been saying, except raise their game to a very, very high pedestrian, they are not likely to survive. And of course, when it mattered most, they lost concentration in that defense, and we saw that lone goal would crash the Nigerian team. I tell you, this Congolese team deserve their victory, and so let them celebrate. They are truly African champions at this level.
Well, let us not take it away from the Congolese just as we now wait for the official presentation of the silver and gold medals. It's been an AfriSat broadcast coming to you, especially those in Nigeria, courtesy of Prime Time Entertainment Limited. And don't forget, still on the stable of Prime Time, so many upcoming events. The Prime Time AfriSat, of course, they'll be bringing you behind the scenes from Congo Brazzaville 2007. Of course, Prime Time Entertainment will also be bringing you behind the scenes, and of course, the live broadcast of the 2007 Grammy Awards in Los Angeles coming up this month. And of course, coming up in April, the Night Kenny Music Easter Fiesta will also take place live, and all this will be coming to you courtesy of AfriSat and of course Primetime Entertainment in Nigeria. My name is Felix Okugbe. It started about 14 days ago when we arrived here in the nation of Congo Brazzaville for the 2007 African Youth Championship. The Flying Eagles of Nigeria, the national team of Congo Brazzaville, the young Chipolopolo of Zambia, and of course the surprise team, the Scorpions of Gambia, were also here. The young Pharaohs of Egypt, the young Indomitable Lions of Cameroon, the young Etoile Yanega of Burkina Faso, and of course the young Elephants of Cote d'Ivoire made up the number. But today, 4 countries from Africa are going to the World Cup: Nigeria, Congo, Gambia, and of course Zambia. But of course the trophy has been lost by Nigeria, and you might say that Nigeria's loss is Congo's gain. Congo has won the 2007 and 15th edition of the Africa Youth Championship. Akim today.
Yes, Felix, if you look at the last 14 days that we've been here, we can look at the whole thing and say we have the good, the bad, the ugly. For the Nigerians, they want to go back home and see where things actually went wrong. Just like we've been saying here, that the team will need a surgical operation to actually perform well in Canada. But looking at the 4 teams, maybe we should begin to look at them. We saw Congo, we have Gambia, and of course we have Zambia. That is their form of celebration. You can see that they are enjoying themselves. That is their form of celebration here at the stadium. And of course, you cannot take it away from the Congolese team. But Felix, talking sincerely, we have 4 teams to represent Africa. What should they do to actually make hay in Canada? Of course, I don't know if you agree with me, But if you place it, don't forget about the fact that we are playing. Nigeria is playing the final. If you place it 1, 2, 3, 4, Nigeria should be the number 4 team going by performance here.
By way of performance, yes, I won't agree any less with you. By way of performance, the Nigerians have not given a good account of themselves. Going by the fact that they are the defending champions, they were the defending champions of this competition prior to their coming to Congo, Brazzaville. Well, we have Zambia, a very mobile side. We also have Congo, who played so well, and of course we had the surprise team, Gambia, who also came here straight from the Under-17 World Cup in Peru in 2005. Brought almost the same team here, and today they are going to the World Cup. Well, let me say this. Tony Anegbe from Nigeria did send me a message wanting to know exactly what was wrong with the Nigerian team here and asking us to find out if this was the team that Nigeria was taking to Canada for the 2007 FIFA World Cup. Well, Tony just echoed the feelings of so many Nigerians back home out there. Well, if I must answer that, I think the Nigerian Football Association chairman, Abdullahi Lulu, is here. So also is the Secretary General of the NFA, Bolaji Ojoba, and of course some highly placed members of the football authorities and sports authorities in Nigeria are also here. So they know exactly what to do. They will now have to decide, having countries like Brazil and Argentina qualify for the World Cup, if this is the kind of team. They will have to decide if the coaches, the technical crew will have to be replaced, or if the present technical crew will be motivated but with much more. Say a big thank you to the other guys there who've been at the other end, at the NTA end of this whole presentation. Hamid Adio, Paul Ogaji. Let's also say a big thank you to Oscar Udofia, Chef, who's been at the other end coordinating affairs in Nigeria, while Kenny Keke Ogungbe was out here in Congo, Brazzaville, controlling the Brazzaville end. And so we want to sign off by reminding you that 4 countries are leaving this competition to Canada 2007, Congo, Nigeria, Gambia, and of course Zambia. Hakim today, it's been 14 days of top-class action representing what looks like the future of African football.
Of course, talking about what looks like the future of African football, I think I've seen some brilliant players here. Don't forget, we have Ibarra Frances from Congo, we have Clifford Mulenga from Zambia, and I've also seen Echejine Uwa from Nigeria. I don't know which other ones you've seen, Felix.
Well, we've seen some very brilliant play from Fabrice Onda Ungwesi, also of Congo Brazzaville, and that is making up the 5 players from which the best player from this competition will be picked. Whereas we want to leave you with pictures of the presentation. First is coming from Issa Hayatu, and well, we've been told here that the most valuable player in this competition is Miguel Filakembo. Miguel Filakembo, number 10 jersey. His full name's Filakembo Cecil Miguel. He plays for the National Football Academy of Brazzaville. He was born in 1988, and he has won the most valuable player award in this competition. And yes, let me say this, the trophy that was given to Filakembo was the Fair Play Award. We now have the most valuable player of the competition, the MVP award. The MVP award is going to Ondama Fabrice Ongwesi, the chief attacking general of the Congolese team. Is being presented by Issa Hayatu, president of CAF. Number 12 jersey, Ongwesi.